Hi Libra, this is Lee at Fresh Astrology. We're looking at June 2018. If you want a reading, astrological reading, or a life coaching session with me, you find me at www.freshastrology.com. If you want to take part in our Tribe Trips and Retreats money program, which is online, it's self-guided. Once you purchase it, you do it in your own home at whatever time you want to. It's self-guided. If you want to take part in that, you go to www.tribetripsandretreats.com and just purchase it. And I should say, we want people to purchase this only if it's for you. We do not want people to buy this program if they are in trauma or deep grief or really, really lost right now. This is not the program. The money program is for people who are clear or mostly clear. Maybe not 100% clear, but let's say you're 75% clear about where you're headed, and you feel like you're about anywhere between 50 to 75% of the way there to breaking through some barriers. Like you've already done 50 to 75% of your personal work. And these are all like, how do you capture what percentage you're done? I don't know, but you might, like if I said you're only 10% there meaning toward your goal or toward what you want, this is not the program. I mean, you can kind of get the difference between 10% there and 50% there. So this program, this money program, is for people who are maybe already know kind of the general direction they're going in their new career or career. You know, you can kind of sort of see where you're going, and you have some energy, and you have the willingness, what it takes to make time to do the program. Because you can buy the program, it's not going to do a darn thing for you just purchasing it. You've got to do it. So we want you to know there's work involved, and it's about 6 weeks or more worth of work, and it's content rich, and it's meant to be, there's deep personal work to be done. So if that sounds like too much work, then this is not the program for you, because you won't get anything from it if you just purchase it and watch the videos. That won't get you very far. So if you're willing to roll up your sleeves and do the work and stay committed, then this course will really help you. So anyway, onward to June. Let's see what's going on for you guys. So June is a nice month for you. Gemini rules most of June, and that's a fellow air sign. So when energy moves through a fellow air sign, it also flows into you in a very nice way. So you get the sun at the beginning of the month, you get Mercury. You also have Mars in Aquarius, the other of the 3 air signs. And so it's a time when some of you may find you start dating. Like if you're single, this is a time when your love life can perk up. And I would say your love life, like this particular month, is good because the love story coming to you is a few years off for those of you who are single, like the bigger time. But this could be the time you actually meet somebody or find a person. The person could be now. It depends on your personal chart, but certainly if you want some energy flowing into your love life, this is a time in June when the energy is flowing into your love life area. And you have Jupiter in the 2nd house. The biggest thing going on for most Libras is the career area. That's where you're growing the most. And I would say, other than your career feeling probably pretty good right now, because you've got Venus coming in at the end of the month. So if you're looking for a job or wanting like a raise or something extra from your work, I would say sometime during June, maybe even in the later part of May, but at some point during June, I would think some good things are happening, maybe more money coming in. But there's a lot of opportunity that is available to you in your career. And then the other area of big growth that's going on for you is how you learn about yourself through your past and your family, and maybe even your ancestry. So the mirror that's most important for you in your world right now is not your love relationships. The mirror unless you're already married and you've been with this person for a very long time, the mirror you're looking into is maybe your parents, what they were like, learning about how to see yourself more clearly through your relationship with them, even if they're dead. You know, looking back on your relationship with them and being able to see a little bit more about yourself. And this is not in the sense of, oh, I'm the victim of my parents, and, you know, that's why I'm the way I am, and I'm a victim of that, and so it's sort of like a curse. That's a very unuseful way to look at it. It's more about trying to pull in the gift. What is the gift from your mother or your father? Even if they were cruel to you and abusive, what is the gift that you got out of that? Something good has come out of that and will continue to come out of that. See if you can look for the gift there. And if you're having some troubling times with your family right now, see if you can be on the lookout as much as possible for the positive. What positive is coming out? Even from sorrow or intensity, where is the gift here? Keep looking for it. If you can look at life that way, it's definitely a much easier, and not easy like as a breeze, but it's a better way to get through intense situations, and maybe even a sense that you're going through trials in your home where you're just constantly challenged with stuff that just feels not so great. Look for the positives. Or if you're having lots of memories come up that are dragging you down, look for the gift. And I would say, you know, also with Neptune in your 6th house, it's a great time in life to be in therapy if you're really triggered and thrown into kind of a sense of trauma. Trauma is something we do not understand enough about in our world. We don't give it the respect it deserves. Trauma is a reality for many, many people. And even if you're not living trauma every single day, you can get triggered into going into kind of a pit of trauma, and suddenly find yourself there, seemingly out of nowhere. And then there's not much in our world that helps us know that we're there and know how to get out of it. So it is a time to seek help and support for some of you Libras. But because I know my audience well, a lot of you out there are like, well, this just sounds terrible, and why is she being so negative? And I'm not being negative. I'm telling you how to look more positively at your situation and what you've gone through. So I'm talking to you about looking for the joy, looking for the divine grace, looking for the gift in anything that has been troubling or is troubling. So I am bringing up the fact of trauma in some people's lives, but I'm not predicting trauma. I'm not predicting problems. I'm trying to help you see how to get through even flashbacks that are intense, is to look for the gift. So this is not a prediction of trauma and anything scary. This is looking at coaching tools that can help you in any challenge in life. And for you, it seems to be around family and home, possibly real estate, if that, for whatever reason, there. But on the lighter side, on a more mundane side, this is a time when it can feel very social. You might meet someone special. It is a more romantic time of year for you. But even when we're in a fun social time, especially when we're meeting new people who could be romantic partners, it's good to be real and to be connected to that which grounds you. And that means being fully aware of where you come from and even what emotional state and what triggers you. The more you can keep that in your awareness, without and for looking for the gifts in it, the better off you'll be in any romantic relationship or even just meeting new friends. You will show up more authentically and in a more grounded way and attract better people to you if you can cope with talking about trauma. And stay with me when we talk about, you know, how do you look into your past and look at patterns in your family in a way that can keep you from going into victim mode or trauma mode or a sense of chaos. It's by looking for the grace, looking for the gift in each moment if you can. It can be done. All right, that is your June. And remember the highlights, and remember that we're looking for the positives here. So this is not a prediction for doom and gloom at all. In fact, I've told you the opposite. So happy June.